Wait, was that a German declaration? That was a German declaration. I'm not going to lose my 95 stability. Oh, get in. Ha! Excellent. Alright, so submarines. I would like for you to go convoy raiding. 2, 5, 6. Too much. Let's not do those. Let's do the ones close to home. And then you lot are going to be in the Mediterranean. Convoy raid 1, 2, 3. Because that's all we really need to do here. Then you lot. I also need to say where I don't want you going to repair. So not here. That one's okay. Portsmouth's okay. In fact, all of those are okay for now. Not here. Not here. That's fine. Hull's fine. Newcastle's fine. Forsyth's fine. Not Lanark. Not Isle of Man. Scapa Flow is fine. Not Shetland. And I do not want you using their ports at all. Just don't. The Second Weltkrieg. The Weltkrieg claimed the lives of countless young men from all over the world in a conflict on an industrial scale, but it appears that even the nightmare that could not deter man's lust for blood. After over 20 years of proxy warfare, diplomatic pressure and political squabbles, the uneasy peace between Germany and France has broken down. These two great powers are now mobilizing their armies in preparation for a war the likes of which the world has never seen before. So the heavy fleets should have arrived, so I'm going to put you on strike force. 1, 2, 3. Off go the subs. And now I really do need to buy some oil and join the war. All armies recalled. All air forces recalled. Oh no, they've called in Hawaii. Game over, man. Game over. A little bit disappointed that I can't help CNTFAI win this for sure. I think they might actually lose because of the lack of manpower. We shall see. 96% war support, 85% stability. Yeah, this is really good. Like, our industry is going to be humming along. And once my tanks and things return, it's going to be even better. Also, I should probably choose where I want you guys to actually repair down here. Like, probably not. Well, actually it doesn't matter. Submarines are going to split out. So it's fine. And this is all Socialist Italy, so we should be fairly safe. We're sinking convoys already. Marvellous. Mostly waiting for the volunteers to get home at the moment.
Ready!
We're still working on Britain with the International, aren't we? Yes, we are. Denmark has joined the Reichspakt. Oh, here we go. Battle is joined. 16 submarines and 12 destroyers versus 25 destroyers. This is my escort fleet and 1 carrier. So the carrier... Oh no, we do have the aircraft. So one thing I definitely need to do is increase the size of my fighter squadrons to 100. Then the close air support can stay here. I do want to have a fighter squadron here and a fighter squadron. Actually, let's turn you two around like so. So that we have all of this protected. Then eventually we're going to want fighter squadrons and probably naval bombers in both of these. Naval bombers. That's a thing I haven't done yet. I think I have some. Yeah, we do. Let's go with sets of 100 for now. And then you can go to a 300. So the 300 are going to go naval strike here. You guys are going to go naval strike based out of here. And you lot are going to go naval strike based out of here. Maybe you want to go here. Why are you not moving? No, because you're still deploying. Once you've deployed, you should be ready to go. Meanwhile, 2 destroyers, 18 destroyers, a cruiser. My strike fleet has arrived. We only have 72% screening, so we're not that efficient at the screening, so some random torpedoes could get through. All of my rear units are, however, screened. And we should be bringing a lot of firepower to bear against these Germans. Poor screening, though. Really poor. High screening efficiency defends your capital ships against enemy torpedoes. Your carriers will be screened by both your capitals and your screen ships. Capital ships will only be screened by the screens. 70 screen ships can effectively screen for 9 ships and are currently screening 15. Because we have a minus 43 positioning penalty. Oh, screening also gives you a naval hit chance bonus. And a fleet speed while retreating bonus. Interesting. And obviously, you can get hit by subs. Norway's in the Entente with Denmark and is in the Reichspakt. Yeah, that's right. Norway's in the Entente, Denmark's in the Reichspakt. Sweden's in neutral. Although we should probably have a look at Sweden and Finland to see what they've done. They actually outgun us at the moment. Oh no, that's just torpedoes. So we really do need a screening fleet. I'm just a little surprised that our screening is this poor. Because of the positioning penalty. I guess Walker's just not very good at handling so many ships. Although this was definitely a Union of Britain victory here. Oh, and also Dönitz is really good with his naval stuff, that's true. Yeah, here we go. Positioning represents how well your fleet is positioned compared to the enemy. It's affected by the relative size of fleets, the weather, and the leader's skills. Ships join combat after it started will have a temporary penalty to positioning, so maybe this is because they arrived late. We have the larger fleet, which is a minus 50%. New ships join combat, minus 34, so the 34 is going to go down. And we're in a shallow sea, which makes it worse. Low positioning has the following effects. Minus 40 attack, minus 40 screening, minus 57 anti-air, and plus 163 sub visibility. Oh, that's friendly subs, though. Still a victory for us. We lost 4 planes and a convoy. They lost 11 destroyers and 2 submarines. It's not that we need more destroyers, it's we need better officers. So I do wonder if having all of these ships under the same commander is actually negative. I hadn't realised that. Let's try different task forces and different commanders then. The orders should be unchanged. So let's say that you are going to be... Antis. And you are going to be Warburton Lee. We'll see if that helps matters. So our escort efficiency has gone way down. Probably because there's just more ships in here. Yeah, friendly superiority 11,000, enemy superiority 19,000. So let's see how much I really know about naval deployments. Okay, so these are French submarines and convoys facing off against German submarines. French fleet against German subs, French fleet versus German fleet and submarines. Nice to see some actual Ironsides and air controllers for once. Yeah, that's going to be nice. And I'm going to need to do something about oil imports because, yikes, Peru is failing horribly in their duties to me. Meanwhile, combined syndicates will go ahead and buy 3 from you. That should help somewhat. And we'll also need to do some more construction of oil refineries. We're going to keep those in the north. So they should be relatively secure in comparison to everything else. Relatively. We need to keep an eye on where we lose convoys. Still Madrid. That's a lot of German convoys being caught by my subs. Germans are caught in Lithuania. We are still losing oil, so I think we'll need to buy in some more. Now these might be... yeah, naval route efficiency is down. So we are just getting a couple sunk on the way. I think I'm going to buy from Venezuela. Now, Indo-Chinese Union is going to be a difficult one to actually get imported. And yet, I still think I'd prefer them to come through the Mediterranean. The Kaiser-i-Hind, the ruling Nizam of Prince of India, Osman Ali Khan, today proclaimed himself the true successor to the mantle of Kaiser-i-Hind, a title previously borne only by the Mughal and British emperors of the subcontinent. The proclamation clearly indicates that Nazim considers the claims of others to Indian rule to be little more than fiction, and raises the spectre of renewed war between the Indian Empire and its neighbouring states. So Princely Federation is about to go aggro. Denmark's been called in. Wow, they have 38,000 supremacy in this area. That's a lot of boats. That's an awful lot of boats. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to turn English Channel off to trade. We're going to turn the North Sea off for trade. So all of our trade should now come through the western approaches, which also means that I can get my escort fleet going up here instead of the English Channel. And that should allow me to protect this a lot better. Okay, my armies are returning.
Ready, sir. Attention! Attention! Ready!
Okay, so we have these guys who are the elite infantry. So we need to think about this for a second. I do think that we want to have a second field marshal, which is going to be all of the armoured division, seeing as we do have 2 field marshals who are good at that.
Yes, sir!
Or a field marshal, rather, which is got... Yes, it is. And we've got the regular field marshal, which is going to be Bill Alexander.
Fall in!
You're training.
Ready,
You're not. You're definitely not.
Ready!
You guys are actually ready for duty. And I think... We could send you to France, but I think right now I'm going to hold off until we have a little bit more security in the English Channel. Syndicalist oil modifier is a godsend. You get it 1 year into the game as the Union of Britain. Yeah, I know, we've got it. I still really hope they come up with a better solution, because I don't like it. I like its effects. I understand what they're doing with it, I just don't like the implementation. But I'm pretty sure it's a temporary stopgap until they come up with something better. Like oil in the Shetlands. That's a lot of German convoys in the Bristol Channel. What the hell are this many convoys doing here? And here's my escort fleet protecting my convoys. There's submarines. Not very well screened fleet here. Yeah, they're sinking quite a few, but then again we are also sinking quite a few. 4 for 5. I would say that we probably came out of that one ahead. Oh, there goes one of their fleets. Probably heading to the Mediterranean. Right, the other thing I need to do is make sure that I have as many repair yards assigned as we are going to need. How is Germany doing for shipyards? Okay, they have about 3 times more than me. We need more shipyards. What is tomorrow's challenge? It is Hearts of Iron 4. Losing a couple of convoys, and it does look like CNTFAI is now being pushed back. Curses! I don't like how my recon fleets are currently out of action. Why are you currently out of action, guys? Because you have 1 ship repairing, really? Alright, recon ships, you can... No, I don't want to turn that off. I think that basically just means I need more recon ships. And also, 29 convoys sunk. Hello. Oh, crikey, yes. We need a lot more oil. Well spotted. Venezuela. Colombia. Oh, and actually Mexico. Here we go. Fortunately, my import routes right now are kind of poor. Okay, so we do have some fleets that are out trying to find enemy fleets. Fuel's going up again. Hang on. Daily gain 4,000, consumption 6,000. Nope, we need more. Colombia, congratulations. Argentina. Looks like my submarine's having a bit of fun down in the Mediterranean. I mean, I could always turn those off if I needed to. I think Canada's going after us as well. Yeah. So very soon we'll need to contend with the Canadian fleet as well. Which is big. It's pretty hefty. Alright, we have recon fleets out at sea again. This is a good sign. Oh, you weren't assigned. Okay, glad I checked that. Alright, so we have all of the strike fleets active once more. Whoops. This should also mean that my strike fleets can respond to more threats. Also, man, we are getting hammered in terms of supplies getting through. But I don't understand why, because I haven't actually lost any ships yet. So why is this doing so poorly? Convoy numbers? Maybe? Just make sure you're not just sitting in the middle of the ocean now. No, you're actually going back. Commerce raiders in the middle of Atlantic, fine, but they haven't actually found any of my convoys yet. Only one that's going to be able to reach out that far is you. I feel like it is the convoy limit numbers. How long until we have got all of the things built? The other thing I could do is ground a couple more of my aircraft. Because we do have a pretty hefty air force currently working. I forgot I had tactical bombers too. Yeah, we're going to need to, so... Cass. Probably not going to train, just don't fly. And also... You... Keep going, you... Keep going. And we're out of fuel. All of the submarines are on the way home. We're still consuming 5.3 thousand. The problem is I'm only getting less than half of the fuel in that I'm purchasing. Because I'd expect to be losing convoys if this efficiency is so poor. Right, all ships go home. Till I sort this crisis out. Still using 4,500. Alright. Really don't want to have to do this, but I'm going to have to. Okay, now we're getting some fuel. So I can start turning some of you on again. Let me just get a little bit of a surplus before we do this, though. Oh, the army is consuming. Oh, the army is consuming because I'm training.
Orders!
Stop training then, you morons. Can you get fuel from sources closer to home? Not really, no. Next up, 1938. Resource gain efficiency, I think, will also increase oil drilling, maybe? I don't know if that increases fuel refining. I don't think it will. I'm currently getting 800 from fuel refining. That's not enough. This is a big freaking problem. I really don't understand why it's that bad, because I haven't lost any convoys yet. Wait, yes I have. Okay. I forgot. They've updated the reporting, so if you're just losing convoys on their own, it doesn't report them anymore. So I am hemorrhaging convoys right now. So you... Oh, the wrong fleet. Never mind. It's you. For my long range.